Hey,
Yeah, I swear, I wasn't looking at blood cell porn. Wait, Nick?
we're reviewing Soul Eater.
Okay.
Awesome.
You better get back!
Just who the hell do you think I am?
Soul Eater is an anime/manga series from Studio Bones and creator Atsushi Okubo, which is actually working on a new series called Fire Force. But that's not why you're here.
Fire Force sounds pretty neat, actually. Ow!
I said that's not why we're here.
Fine, okay, I'll stay focused. Get the bitch started, jeez. I think I taste blood.
Oh, you'll be fine until your vision fades.
What?
What?
Anyway, the story.
The plot centers around a group of students which attend a school called Death Weaponmeister Academy, or DWMA for short. Here, they are classified under either weapon or meister, and must work together in order to fight humans whose souls have become evil. Because of this, Soul Eater does not center around one specific character, rather it centers around a duo, or even trio, which means all the character development episodes are centered around things like trust, teamwork, getting over hardships together, and yes, even the power of friendship. Which, in my opinion, considering on how this world is built, actually makes sense, unlike some anime who use it quite poorly.
Of course, this character balance is nice and definitely helps with flowing story. And here, the power of friendship certainly does work since it basically is one of the powers that these characters have. Kind of like how Spiral Power in Gurren Lagann makes it so that going through brute force and winning makes sense in the end because that's kind of what the power does. So here it works out quite well. The plot is really great and definitely kept me guessing for a while of it. Even as an older anime fan who knew going in since I'm watching the show again, it's just there's a lot of things that are not really conventional that you don't exactly see coming, or they just hit you out of nowhere, thus not seeing coming. With the characters, the balance is really displayed here, as every single character feels like they're treated equally. They're all given the same amount of screen time, they all have really cool powers, and they all developed equally, and they're all really interesting too.
The characters are designed and dressed in such a way that make them look and feel believable, yet give them enough of a flair to make them memorable and unique.
And there's plenty of action that utilizes all of these characters as they work together as a team and use their interesting powers and skill sets to their full advantage, so there's never really any dead weight, at least with the main cast. With the side cast, I can understand that since they're not really a focus and they can be dead weights, but with the main cast, there's never really any character that feel like, oh, if they could do this without that character. Every single character is necessary.
In my opinion, the fight scenes in the show best portray the characters' personalities.
My favorites might actually be Death, the Kid, Liz, and Patty, because I feel like their personalities bounce off each other so well, with Death, the Kid being like so serious and always about symmetry, and Liz and Patty are much more not serious and generally try to get him to be less serious because he might get super focused on something like, oh, it's symmetrical or it's not symmetrical, and they need to make him that kid focus. Or they can be the comedic support. And I feel like those characters really bounce off each other really well. Tsubaki and Blackstar. Blackstar starts off pretty annoying, but I feel like he gets better as the series progresses. Tsubaki is this nice kind of calming voice of, I guess, reason, and I do like that. And then Soul and Maka, the two main characters, also bounce up each other really well, as they both have their own faults and they're both in their strengths, and they evolve together, and all the crews evolve together, and I do really like that. But then we get to the highlight for me, my favorite villain of all time, Medusa Gorgon.
Medusa Gorgon fills the role of a classic Disney villain. And what I mean by that is that she's menacing, intimidating, controlling, manipulative, and is just the right amount of evil where you just love to hate him.
She is everything a good villain should be. She is hilarious, she is menacing, she has a great motivation, she is powerful, she is intelligent, she is everything that I think a good villain needs to be at least for a show like this, and it works out so well as she's incredibly fun to watch, even when she's being a bitch. For the animation, holy shit, this anime still holds up. It looks fucking beautiful.
One of my favorite things about the show is the look of the environments. Everything is so visually appealing, and the way it's drawn and portrayed takes full advantage of it.
There is so much fluid and amazing, gorgeous animation, and wonderful choreography, a beautiful, brilliant art style, many macabre figures and great angles, and great dark shadows and backgrounds that just make all of it pop. And the fight scenes are made to be much more interesting because of this fluid and beautiful art style that makes every single strike feel impactful. And watching the animation of that strike is also just awesome. It makes the fight scenes at least 10 times better. And since there are a lot of fight scenes, well, when every single fight scene feels pretty good, I think you're doing something right at that point. The music, in my opinion, is pretty good. I definitely love the opening theme. The opening theme and the theme and the animation and the music all blend together beautifully, as it kind of feels like it feels like Halloween almost. And I know everyone's probably seen the AMV of Soul Eater, This Is Halloween, which is a fantastic AMV and definitely feels like it fits in the world of Soul Eater, of this crazy, dark, but also kind of silly world that this opening kind of just displays everything you need to know about the anime, and then you just get an awesome package that feels really complete, interesting, fun, unique, and it's just a blast to watch through.
The Monster of the Week characters are creepily distinct, and the show overall has a very unique style to it. However, despite Medusa and maybe one or two other villains, I found the rest of them to be quite lacking. And the weapon variety in the show is very subpar, as a big portion of them fall under either generic or just plain ridiculous.
I think this anime still holds up. Sure, there's still some pacing issues, and I do feel like some of the arcs aren't nearly as interesting as they should be, and they feel like they sometimes kind of drag the anime down a little bit, and you're like, come on, just get to the good stuff. But I still think it's a fantastic show. It's definitely one of the best shonen battle series out there. It sticks to its focus, it treats all of its characters with respect, and it's just a really fantastic time. It's really fun to watch. It's badass, it's hilarious, it's dark, it's everything it kind of needs to be. And it's silly too. But that's what you would expect. What do you expect with anime that has a cover like this? Exactly what I expected. Also, the ending fight is a bit lame. I think everyone's made that mistake. Everyone's made that assumption. The ending fight with the Kishin is a little strange, never really explained. But compared to all the other things that aren't explained in other shonen battle series, I think I can let this one slide a little bit. Overall, I'm going to give Soul Eater an 8 out of 10. It's one of the first anime that I ever saw, and I definitely really enjoyed it, and watching it again was a great treat, because even though I don't love it as much as I used to, it's nice to go back to an anime and be like, I wonder if that's still any good. And then you're like, yeah, that's still really freaking great. It's a fantastic shonen battle series, and anyone who hasn't seen it should see it. It's underrated, and it's fantastic. Thank you to my friend Nick for showing up in this review, and next time, we're going to be doing something a little similar. It's My Hero Academia. Yay! If you guys enjoyed this video, please go ahead and make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out my videos. Also, make sure to check out my supporters, all that great stuff, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.